Hello everybody. Now I'm sure right away you have two questions at least. First one being, what the fuck is wrong with your hair? And secondly, why are you sitting in the dark? First off, fuck you, I like my hair like this. Secondly, the bulb went out. There's no bulb. And I'm too lazy to go to the store and get one. I say lazy, but it is like a mile away to get to the store, and I don't have shit for transportation. And it's fucking in the 30s for temperature outside right now, so I'm not gonna go do that. I could use this headlamp and we could go all fucking spooky stories and shit, but let's not do that. Let's just treasure the dark. So I had a horrible experience today. I was doing laundry. You know that every good story starts out with I was doing laundry. And when I do laundry, I like to do all of my laundry. That includes whatever it is that I'm currently wearing. So I have no clothes to wear when I do laundry. The great thing is I live alone, so you know, it's not a big deal. You just walk around in a towel. Well, to be honest, I like to wash the towels too. So you just walk around completely in the nude. But I made a terrible mistake. While I was doing laundry, decided to cook some bacon and eggs because I was hungry for protein and fat and shit. Now I cooked the bacon on a little frying pan. Got a good little accumulation of fat going up in there, the grease and whatnot. And I put the bacon on a plate and I fried the eggs in the bacon grease, because that's just how I do it. It's just easier than like getting out butter and doing a whole bunch of extra steps and shit. I'm not Chef Ramsay here. I just want some fucking bacon and eggs pronto. So I'm at the point where I'm taking the eggs, cracking them on the pan, and putting them on the fucking bacon grease. And that thing that I mentioned earlier where I'm completely naked, really important to this story. Turns out there was a lot of grease. Just a ton of grease. And I had the eggs up a little too high when I was opening them to pour all over the pan. And, well, splattered a little. Now remember that thing earlier, like just a little bit ago, where I said I was completely naked? I can now say I know what it feels like to have hot bacon grease on your junk. It's not pleasant. Luckily, it was a very small splatter of bacon grease that made its way down to my dingly dangly. But any amount of burning bacon grease, I feel like, is too much bacon grease to be having in that area. I can still feel it tingling. It's great. So what did we learn from this story today? Obviously, don't cook anything in like splattering grease without clothes. I think Calvin Klein or Hanes or any of those underwear companies should totally have a slogan that's just like, Hanes, keep your junk safe from bacon grease. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but I think it'll be a big thing. So that's the end of my story today, and I hope you can all learn from my mistakes. I do want to say I'm going to try to get more content out. I am kind of in like a major writer's block right now, just because I get really fucking bored of myself very, very quickly. My relationship with myself is like when you're going on a date. I don't date. And the other person just doesn't stop talking. Like I feel like so far there have been 3 big plagues on humanity. You've got people who just won't fucking stop talking, even when you're giving all the facial cues.
I was talking to my friend George, and George said that he talked to his friend Frank, who was then mentioning someone, it was Billy Bob that he talked to. You know, the guy on the 4th floor, and he was saying that not only are dogs awesome, but they're pretty sexy.
Wait, what? And then I guess like, well, the Holocaust, that was a pretty big deal. You've got genocide. It's still occurring all over the world. That's pretty big too. 3 may have been a little bit of an understatement. You do also have like actual plagues that have occurred in the past, but whatever. We'll stick with 3. In the same way, I get really bored of myself. I put out a decent amount of content, And after a short period of time, I just feel like it's total horseshit. Like I just can't come up with anything that's decent anymore. And I can keep just playing horror games or whatever and just going, bleh! But I get bored of it really easily. And that's just me. I just hate to get worked into routines usually. But all of that being said, I do still want to get as much content out there as possible. I just want it to be good. I don't want it to be total balls. I want basically whatever content I put out to be something that I will enjoy, because otherwise I'm gonna get sick of it really fucking quickly. That's about all I have to say. I'll wrap this up now because it's gone on for a little bit too long and it's been rather silly. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I'll try to keep you guys regularly updated throughout the week. I do Twitch streams now every Wednesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time until about 1 or 2 in the morning. And I may do more of these in the future, or may like increase the number that I do. But for now, I'm doing those 2 times a week. If you guys want to join, if you come stop by in the chat, that's a good way to kind of get caught up on everything, because I tend to just, you know, fill time by talking about shit. I also am raising money for the St. Baldrick's Foundation, a foundation dedicated to children's cancer research, and that's partly what the streams are for. And it would be great to have some people stop by. Right now, my fundraising page is at $40 out of the $100 goal that I set, and I would love to surpass the $100 goal fairly soon here. April 12th is when the event occurs, and at that time I'm going to be shaving my head bald for the charity as raising awareness basically for this foundation. And they get the money as well on April 12th. So I want to get at least $100 by April 12th. If you guys are interested in donating, I've been posting a link to my donation page in pretty much every video I've been putting up, because this is something I really want to do. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble. To anyone who watches these vlogs, I know they sometimes can go on and on and on. I'm like the person in the date scenario that I mentioned earlier. Anyway, I'll see you on another video in the future. Bye!